This one's for Easter. Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. Station. Hope everybody has a good and wonderful Easter.
Station boys and girls, it's time for Blame and Phable and his amazing friends.
This is Phable from One Collection Down.
Yeah.
I started One Collection Down as a way to share my love for comics and pop culture. But I also started it so I could seek out like-minded people who love the things I loved. This community is everything. It's changed my life.
Blame Phable, blame Nick, blame the brother, that's Joe. Blame Stu for the jewels as we stick to the code. PCP on me, bad batch, this one's for the bros. And the ones that paid the way for everything that we know. Figgy Friday is a vibe, let me put you on game. Don't forget to throw your sets on Saturday with the game. A lot of things that cover remark if you're drawing a blank. Cover A's and variants, man, we one of the same. Gotta read between the lines, all the things we can handle. We should talk about art while we look through the panels. Wanna talk about smart, so we taking the channel. Dr. Dr. Doom, how he holding the candle. Either way, the sorcerer supreme. Backlog bros, we do this for the team. Spread love, that's part of the regime. Every day is a movie, we just trying to beat the scene. Have discussions about the things that we seen. Real nice, but our comic game is mean. So come kick it with your boy, we got amazing friends. A call away, all you gotta do is station in. What a great event, stay tuned as we grow. And stick around to the next episode.
Station, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the all new, all different Blame Phable show. How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Superman Day, happy Easter, but more important than all of that, happy Figgy Friday, y'all. Of course, it's Friday, so you know what that means. We're about to have some fun. I'm always joined by a couple of friends of mine, so let's bring them out here. Let's get this party started. First, I'd like to welcome my brother, my ace, my co-host, Nick, Comic Culture.
What's going on?
Hey, shit. What's going on, Nick?
What's up, dude? Yeah, I'm just getting over some dinner, man. Smoked some ribs today. It was a beautiful day, but yeah, a little busy today. But I'm glad to be chilling here with you guys tonight.
Don't worry. If Stu doesn't hire you for the kitchen, I'll hire you, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah. I'm ready to be a pit master wherever they'll hire me right now. For sure.
I need some of that in my life, man. I need some good cooking.
And happy Superman Day, dude. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Trying to color code it up for everybody. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Are you a big Superman fan?
No. Hey, it's Superman Day, dude. What are you gonna do about it? You know, you gotta represent.
Gotta celebrate. Yeah, absolutely.
Man. Yeah.
All right, man. Let's bring out our next co-host, man. My brother, the king of smut. My brother, Scotty. S-Farm 82. Station.
What's up, Scotty?
What's up, fellas? What's going on? I didn't smoke any ribs today, but I smoked something else before I came on. Happy Friday, y'all. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
Oh, how was your week, Scotty?
Pretty good, man. I can't complain. Everything's going pretty good. So had some good books come out this week. I've been doing some reading some good things this week. So yeah, man. It's been a good week.
Cool. Hell yeah. Thanks for coming on. As always, my brother.
Cool.
Let's bring out our guest of honor, man. This gentleman, I've known him for a long time. He's been on the show before. I've been on his shows a couple of times. You know, the term pillar of the community gets thrown around a lot, right? But when you think of that, this is the guy you're really thinking of. I'm talking about our brother, Gary B, the casual comic guy.
Station, guys. Thanks for the kind words, man. Got a DC shirt for Superman Day, so there you go.
Nice.
Nice. There you go.
Damn, I feel terrible, man. I got this stupid friend shirt on.
So you saw me go off camera. I just stubbed my toe so hard I thought I broke it. So I'm over here like,
dang.
Oh, Gary, man, it's always a pleasure having you on the show, man. Always love kicking it with you.
Likewise, man.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. All right, let's bring out the crooner, the guy who opens up the show. Our brother Joe. Station. What the hell is that?
Station.
My Cottontail.
Peter Cottontail.
Oh. All right.
For Fluffy Friday.
Yep.
Friday.
Yeah. Nice.
How y'all doing?
Shit, chilling, man. How you doing? I know WrestleMania is tomorrow, man.
Shit, yeah. I'm watching. I started today watching SmackDown. After that, at 10 o'clock is the Hall of Fame, where they're going to put in all these wrestlers, Triple H in there. And then tomorrow, they're doing the first. In the afternoon, I have something called NXT, Stand and Deliver, because they're like the next generation.
Right.
Yeah.
Then after that is the first night of WrestleMania, which is 2 nights. They're developing to 2 nights, Saturday and Sunday. So I'm rocking and rolling.
That means you're gonna be like gone, right? Like we won't see you all weekend.
It's gonna be out of the chat. No emojis.
Nothing.
A ton of beer and a big bottle of whiskey, and I'm setting enough to smoke. I'm ready to rock and ready to go.
A little birdie told me that you're jumping on with Rockin' Robbie for his wrestling show.
Man, I hope so. I mean, it's going to be a big event because if people are interested in wrestling at all, from the inside view to the outside view to the casual watcher to the hot diehard, we're going to talk about it all. I hope you're all there. I hope you're all there because.
Oh yeah,
talk about it all.
Nice. I look forward to seeing you there, brother Joe.
Hey, I haven't done nothing like this since the days of Spider Sam and my brother JT and Big Herm.
Oh yeah, man. Can't wait to see you there, brother Joe. All right, man. Before we get into anything, I love to say what up to our awesome chat. So let's say what's up.
Let's say station to the chat before I got to go. Like I said.
Oh yeah, that's right. You usually stay after, till after I get to the chat. But I understand it's WrestleMania weekend. I'll let you go early.
Let's get through the chat. I want to say station to everybody. Happy Easter, and then I'll get out of here.
All right. So let's say what up. First up, we got our brother. I thought I saw Derek Neiman. I think Derek Neiman's pinned to the chat, top of the chat, but he's always throwing that like monster emoji. So Derek, Station, how are you, my brother? Thanks for joining us tonight. Then we got our homie J Hydra Asylum Comics saying doing a Superman Day show for the experience tonight, but if we end early enough, I'll pop in the chat. Have an awesome show and happy Superman Day, everyone.
Likewise.
Station. Hell yeah, Jay. Hell yeah. Hope to see you later, man. I hope things go well with the Superman Day show. Yeah, hell yeah. Next up, we got our brother Matt, Heroes for Hire Comic Club, saying, What's up, comic fans? Station. What is going on, Matt? How are you? Thanks for popping in, bro. We got Rogue Collecting in the building.
What's up,
saying
Rogue?
Happy Friday. Hope everyone had a great week. We hope you had a great week as well. And our brother Scotty reminding everyone to be sure and hit that like button.
Boom.
Do it.
I think we hit 421 subscribers this week, fellas. We're rising.
That's
We're
awesome.
getting there. Yeah. And of course, hippity hoppity Easter 420 is on its way. We're supposed to be like collecting eggs, Scotty. Jesus Christ.
My bad.
Like, Scotty.
There you go.
Awesome, brother Joe.
Station from my brother Nick Comic Culture, and of course Gary B also saying good evening to everyone. Hell yeah. We got our homie Brian LCS in the building.
What's up, Brian?
Station, Brian. How are you? saying bagging and boarding, so I'll be listening. And isn't that like the best thing to do? I love doing that. Bagging and boarding and putting some show on that you like and just listening. Yeah,
I got a stack right here. I got to do the same thing, bub. Let's go.
Do it all the time.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging, Brian. Hell yeah. We got our homie Nostalgic Addicts in the building. Asian Nostalgic. How are you, homie? Hell yeah. We got John Stout in the house.
Hey, John.
Mr. Stout.
He says, I double down on Batman.
Awesome.
There you go.
We got the homie James Phelps in the house saying, evening, Phable and crew.
And Mr. Phelps.
James.
What's up, James?
Oh, fucking everything, James. Everything. This week's Inks and Insights was great. Had to catch the rewind, but I'm glad I did. Absolutely. Yeah. Of course, our brother Stu unfortunately had to work tonight, so he could not make it to the show. That boy's a hardworking guy, but man, duty calls. So yeah, everybody go check out Ink and Insights. They're doing an incredible job over there, and go check out their Patreon. It is free, y'all. I know when you hear Patreon, you're like, oh shit, what do I gotta pay?
Yeah.
No, these guys have a free Patreon and it's worth checking out, man.
Oh
yeah. We got our
awesome.
sister.
That's worth it.
We got our sister from another Mr. The moderator extraordinaire, Christina Payne, is in the building. How are you, Christina? Oh yeah, man. And we got the man, Gore Vidal, in the house.
One of my favorite people.
Oh yeah, Gore is awesome, dude. Yeah. I could listen to Gore talk about comics like forever. Like he just
one of the best speaking voices out there.
Yeah. Talk about like what Gary said, not Gary, Brian said, bagging and boarding. I could bag and board and throw on some Gore Vidal, man. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
How you doing, Gore? Thanks for hanging with us tonight.
Thank you, Christina.
All right, gentlemen. Let's do some rants and recommendations, shall we?
Is that it?
All right, here's my first rant. Get the hell out of here, Brother Joe.
All right, it's Brother Joe's at overtime now. Get him out of here.
Thank you. I love you all, brothers. You have a good time. Happy Easter, happy Mania, and let me go. I got to do my thing. Thank you.
Happy Easter, John.
Brother Joe.
Brother Joe, sorry.
See ya.
I saw Christina put John's link in there, and I said, John.
He answers anything. Don't worry.
I hit up John actually to see if he wanted to come on, but he's at soccer practice. He's like Nick Comic Culture. He's all about the family. Fucking guys, I swear to God, they piss me off with this family shit.
Yeah, sorry.
You just lock him in the basement like you do with yours, right?
Right. Exactly. You can look him up after. Just load them up full of candy, throw some Legos their way, and let them have at it. You know what I'm saying?
It worked.
Yep.
Oh man, but it's different with girls. I got boys; they're little savages. You can just throw candy and Transformers at them, and they're all right, man.
Lock the door behind you, and just hope everything will be fine.
Bother you with you the rest of the night. They're done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, rants and recommendations. Sorry, got a little cough. I'm gonna start off with my brother Nick Comic Culture. Anything you want to rant and recommend tonight, my brother?
Man, what do I want to recommend? I'm going to recommend something over here. Hang on, let me grab. All right, so Jim of Food has a great series called Girl Scouts. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Girl Scouts at all, but it's many, many volumes long. He's been doing it for a very, very long time. And I found a couple things at a used bookstore recently. This one is Magic Socks, Girl Scouts and the Magic Socks. Nice. And it's an incredible series in general, and it's very adult. It's very graphic. It's like if Daniel Warren Johnson took shrooms and decided to write like an adult book. Like that's what this is. So if you're into that kind of stuff, highly recommend checking out some Jim of Food stuff. He had Savage Street Vigilante, which just came out, self-published, but he also has these books in trade format coming out through Image Comics. You can find them real cheap online if you want to, through like third-party markets and stuff like that. But check out Girl Scouts if you haven't yet. I haven't even read all of it yet, but what I've read so far is awesome. So really recommend.
I'm a fan of his work, his artwork. It's awesome. It's really cool.
And like his stuff from like when is this one out? This one came out probably in like the early 2000s. What is this? 2003. it's a very, very different art style.
Yes,
But it's
absolutely.
it's still really cool, like black and white art. So if you're into that kind of thing, there you go. But his new stuff is just so trippy. So highly recommend checking out some of his collected works if you guys haven't yet.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Go. There's a recommendation for you.
I need a rant from you one of these weeks, bro. You got to be pissed about something. Jesus.
I'm always pissed off about something. That's why I do recommendations, because it's a little bit different. Yeah. I can't live in that headspace all the time.
I love it. We had our brother Bobby Delegato show up. Station, my brother. How are you? Oh yeah, Bobo. Love you, man. All right. So let me get Bobby out and let's go to S-Von82. Any rants or recommendations or both?
I got a good recommendation this week. I got an indie series that whenever it comes out, it's always at the top of my read list. We're up to 9 issues and a Valentine's Day special, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the series. But that's Dick Tracy by Alex.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
It's been a really, really good series. I highly recommend it to anybody that's into the detective or Dick Tracy type stuff. It's awesome. It's really cool. The first arc had a lot of flat top and the classic rogues gallery, and now we've got this villain, the Blank, and the second arc's been focused around the Blank.
Is Madonna in the book?
No, she's not yet. But she was the Blank in the movie, right?
Right, yeah, that's what I'm thinking in my head.
But this is just such a good series. Like I said before, we're up to, I think, 9 issues and a Valentine's Day special. So it's not too late to jump on it. I think a trade came out recently collecting the first 6 issues, but I highly recommend it. That's my recommendation for this week. Dick Tracy.
Sweet. Good one.
Oh yeah, waiting for Bearded Comic Bro to jump in any minute now. Any minute. You say,
yeah, where's Greg at?
You say Dick Tracy.
We have similar. Yeah, we have similar tastes. I think he also likes Toxic Avenger. So.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Any rants for tonight?
No, man. No rants this week.
No rants this week. Oh, it's a peaceful. It's Easter weekend. I get it.
Maybe the ladies bragging about going into space. That's kind of irritating.
Oh God.
Nick, should I put it back on you?
Yeah, we get people stuck up there for 8 months and nobody gives a shit, and then these people go up for 11 minutes and it's the best fucking thing in the world. Now
they're full astronauts and everything.
It's Katy Perry, dude. Come on.
Yeah, it's a little insulting to real astronauts, in my opinion. But
no kidding.
Dark Fizz. She just went up there because she had to get the gravity off a couple things. That way she could. Yeah,
it's a de-aging technique. Yeah.
Dark Fizzo in the building station saying, "Yo, peeps, what is up, Fizzo?" And here he is. Here's the man of the hour, Derek Neiman, in the house saying, "My food is awesome." He draws and chills on Ink Pulp Live. Oh yeah, man!
Yep, fantastic artists.
Oh yeah.
I wish he was coming back to Heroes, but he's not this year, unfortunately, as far as I'm aware. It was kind of a bummer. He was there last year, though, so it was cool.
Yeah, but he might pop up. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
Gary, any rants or recommendations for the week?
You know, I can't recommend Conan everywhere I go, so we're not going to touch Conan on it. Because that new Titan series, that new Titan series is amazing. It's been nothing short of amazing since it started. But we're going to go with a retro recommendation. And this is a series I don't think gets enough love. And this is from Top Cow Comics. And that is, of course, Tomb Raider. Got a great
nice.
Witchblade Tomb Raider.
Oh, nice crossover.
So
Nice.
And then we got this nice one that nobody wanted to buy because it's a green label because it had a signature and a remark on it. So I picked this up for like $25. I stole it and I'm going to leave it in the green. I don't care. But you have that great Lara sketch right here.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Remark. And the only reason it's got a green label is because it had a signature on the cover and nobody wanted it because it was green. And of course, you got her first appearance in Witchblade Tomb Raider 1/2.
Oh, nice!
This is the bed cover, so
really cool.
Then you have the Michael Turner cover.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Very cool. Yeah,
I had no idea there was that many crossovers. That's crazy.
These are all the same book. There's just they had a bunch of different covers. I have the actual regular cover in a box too, and I have like maybe 8 or 9 copies of that.
Sure.
And then, of course, you have the Adam Hughes.
Oh, that's a Hughes variant, right? Yeah.
Oh, dude,
and
awesome.
I have the compendium over there, which is like a crazy price book now because it was out for a short time. But one of the best 50-issue series, if you like Lara Croft, they just really nailed the stories in there. That whole 50-issue read feels like Lara Croft. I reread it every couple of years, and I never get any less enjoyment out of it. It's so good. So I decided to go against the grain, not show the obvious Conan thing, show another part of my collecting of a character I love. So you got Lara Croft tonight.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
My recommendation
awesome,
from Cal Comics.
And,
that's pretty cool.
And no one's done it as well,
right?
To represent Lara Croft in comics. Like they had a couple other series from a different publisher, which were okay, but none of them nailed it like Top Cow did.
Oh yeah. Any rants for tonight?
No rants, man. I'm a happy dude.
I love it. I love it.
There you go.
We got George from the 757 Hustle Show in the building saying Station Nation, my brothers and sisters. Hell yeah, George. Me and Eric are gonna jump on the 757 Hustle Show on May 4th, man, for a Star Wars Family Feud show that he's doing, man. And if you know George's shows are crazy. So we're gonna have a good time with him. Can't wait to hang with George. Thanks for stopping by, my brother. Hell yeah. Everybody check out the 757 Hustle Show, man. Hell yeah. Oh, Derek's saying it's not easy being green. No, not at all, my brother. All right, so I guess it's me. And yeah, I don't have any rants either, man. Isn't that crazy? me, I don't have anything to be complaining about, but it's all good. Sometimes it just shakes out that way. But I do want to give a recommendation. I finally wrapped up, and it's great that you brought up a video game character, Gary, because have you seen the show Fallout on Amazon?
Yeah, it's amazing. I loved it.
Oh my God.
And Ella Purnell is just fantastic in it.
Dude,
she's awesome.
That show is so freaking good, man.
Plus Walter Goggins, he can't go wrong.
Goggins, an amazing show. I just saw the last episode last night, and my jaw was just on the floor.
Man, I put that away the first like weekend it was out. I couldn't wait.
I try with the TV shows. I often get sidetracked, but Jesus Christ, this Fallout show is incredible. I don't know how much Amazon paid for this thing, but they must have paid an arm and a leg for this thing because
they did a
job. Yeah, I've never seen anything that has adapted a property, and I'm talking about anything that has been this literal, right? Like they basically brought the video game to life. They didn't change a damn thing. Everything is represented in the show. I mean, down to when he's breaking into the computer in the video game, they have this little puzzle game that you have to solve in order to break the video game.
Yeah,
they
like
have that shit in the show. I was like, oh shit. I mean, this thing is incredible. If you have not seen Fallout, and you do not have to be a fan of video games because it is just a great show, period. If you like science fiction, if you like apocalyptic futures, stuff like that.
Yeah. And her character has an arc. She's a completely different person by the end of that first season. She's still her core, but she's changed fundamentally from who she was when she started.
Well, the way they tie in the 3 arcs that they follow at the end, the way they all crossed was just like genius. I didn't see it coming at all. I was like, holy crap, this is crazy. And then it just sets you off onto the new adventure, and the new adventure is New Vegas. That's insane, dude. I was just so amped to see that. So yeah, everybody, if you haven't checked out Fallout on Amazon Prime, I strongly urge you.
Now you gave me a mini rant.
Well,
because
go
I
ahead.
love these shows, but what I don't like, I love being able to stream something in a weekend, but what I hate is you watch it, you're amped up, you love it, you get the cliffhanger, and then in 2 years, you get to see the second season.
Yeah, that's horrible. I hate that.
We'll just do what Phable did and don't watch it for a year.
Right, exactly.
And then it's only 1 year away.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the only thing that gets me with these now. Next season.
Oh, our brother 9-panel grid is in the house. Speak of the devil, who's going to join me on the 757 Hustle Show.
What's up?
He said, I'm ranting about the lack of rants tonight.
Yeah.
Of course, George, man. You know I got you, man. George is awesome, dude. I never played the game, but love the show. Amazon has plenty of money to make anything. Yeah, absolutely agree. The show is, the production value on that show is fantastic. They spared no expense.
Yeah.
I'm hoping their Tomb Raider show finally takes off. That's like had a lot of production problems, and I'm hoping it sees fruit soon. Their live action Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Amazon seems to be doing very well with the original content that they're coming out with. They had that Secret Level show, that animated show.
The video games.
Yep, and then Invincible. I mean, Invincible is incredible.
Yeah,
the boys. Yeah, absolutely. Dark Fizzle said, "My rant is people complaining about a female server."
We'll talk about it. We're
gonna get into it, yeah, Fizzle. But yeah, man.
Twisted Metal, yeah.
Twisted Metal, absolutely. That's another crazy one. Yeah, and the second season of that is coming out. So I guess I'll watch that now, and it'll feel like it just came out.
Yeah.
I gotta watch the second season of the HBO one from the games. See, my old man mind's blanking. I played the games too. They're from Naughty Dog. Last of Us.
Last of Us. Yes. Hell yeah. Pedro Pascal, man, is where that guy's everywhere. Where does he find the time to do all this shit?
I don't know.
Right?
We'll get into something he's doing later on. But yeah, that has been. All right, so this is the show where we get into pop culture news and topics. So let's get right into it. All right, so first topic of the night, first news. The Daredevil Born Again show finally wrapped up this week. And I just wanted to get everybody's thoughts on this because, there's people who love it. There's people who hate it. I myself didn't get to catch the last episode. I saw the first few episodes and really enjoyed what I saw. But if anybody in the chat has seen this show, I just want to know what your opinion is of the whole season, basically, and the final episode. And more importantly, I want to know if you feel like a renewed faith in Marvel, right? Because going into this thing, it was a little rocky, right? People were like,
yeah,
Marvel's messing up. It was the end of phase 4. They announced this thing, 18 episodes, not in continuity, has nothing to do with the Netflix show. And then the outcry came out, and it looks like they went back, turned this thing around. So yeah, anybody on the panel could jump in on this. Did you see the the Disney Plus Daredevil Born Again? Did you like it? And are you now a little more easy when it comes to Marvel going forward in the MCU?
Yeah, I guess I'll kick us off. Yeah, I was very cautiously optimistic about this going in, just because of how Phase 4 was going and everything. And I just loved the Netflix show so much. But I got to say, like they did a good job, I think, overall. You could really tell what they were reshooting. So at least I feel like I could tell what was a reshoot versus original content. It is basically the rise of Kingpin becoming the mayor, man. Right? That's really what it is. And then his supporting cast around him to make that possible, and his grand scheme that kind of unfolds throughout the whole season. So like at a high level, that's really what it is. And while we have Matt Murdock trying to battle whether or not he wants to, do that vigilante thing or not. So it's this constant battle of like, I can't do enough as Matt Murdock. What am I going to do about it when I swore to never put that mask back on? So it was a fun show. I think it was as good as I was hoping it was going to be, but there were some production things that I think they're going to clean up in the second season. I think they have a better direction now for the second season than they did going into this first one. They had a lot of feedback from executives and whoever else, so they're going to be figuring things out. I think they're on the right track now. But it was one whole season of buildup, though. Like, that's what it was for me. You know, like that finale came, and I'm like, oh man, we got to wait a year now because we didn't resolve. We didn't resolve anything. We built up, and then we just stopped. And I'm like, oh my god, what are we doing? And, you know, there's a lot of rumors about who's going to be coming in, who's going to be part of the second season. You know, what is he building? All this stuff. And I think I said it before on Naked Insights. I was like, you know, I really want this to be a Daredevil show. Like, I don't want it to be a Defender show necessarily. Like, I don't mind him having supporting members with him, but I really want that Daredevil show. And we could do a Defender show later or something like that. That's going to be exciting. And then John Bernthal as Punisher, man. He was in and out a couple times. I'm not going to spoil a whole lot of things. He's in the season, mainly in 2 different episodes, and he did a really good job of kind of bringing us back together, or bringing us back into that character. And I'm really excited for his little special that's going to be coming out, I think, before season 2 releases next year.
Yeah,
so I'm looking forward to all of it now. So I have a little bit more renewed faith.
Yeah, is it a season 2 or is it like a break?
They're calling it season 2. They're saying season 2 release date late 2026.
Yeah, semantics. It's a
right.
break.
But they're filming it now,
a
right?
split season.
Yeah, they're filming it right now.
Because I mean, the finale felt like a hiatus finale.
Yes.
Like when they're going away and they're coming back with the second 13, like of a regular series, right?
Like a month or 2 gap, and then they were going to be back with the back 6 or whatever.
We'll be back after summer. Here's what you got to wait for.
Exactly. That's how it felt, but we have to wait 12 months instead.
But I agree with what you said. I really enjoyed this season, but I could also tell that there's areas where it suffered continuity-wise within the episode because of reshoots and problems they had, right?
Yeah.
So you had some story coincidences, right? Like somebody ends up somewhere, but there's no reason for them to end up there yet. But all of a sudden they're there, and they don't explain how they put the pieces together and got there, right? Characters who are smart making dumb decisions, like in the finale with Frank doing what he did.
Yeah. I totally agree with that.
He would have brought more with him. He would have been more prepared, and it would have been more tactical. He's a trained soldier. It wouldn't have just been,
You're right, yeah.
Like the old Rocky Balboa commercial, the claymation from the Brisk Tea.
Brisk, baby.
I can't concentrate. Like that kind of Frank going in there, right?
Yep.
But having said that, I did really love it. Mm-hmm. There's something so enjoyable about Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock in Daredevil. I can watch him play that character all the time.
Yep.
Nothing that is a problem with the show is on the actors in any way. It's all behind the scenes problems, like the way they edited some of it together, the way the writing didn't explain how they got from point A to point B sometimes. Yep. So it was all behind the scenes stuff. Nothing with the actors at all. The actors were all fantastic. Fisk still felt like a threat whenever he was on screen.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care much about him and Vanessa problems. That part wasn't a big draw for me. I understand why it was there. It made it a little better. They tied it up a little bit nicely in that finale. There was a good reveal during the previous episode, which I thought was nice. And the one thing that I didn't like is that you didn't have to kill Foggy to make Daredevil serious again. Because to me, Foggy is one of those crucial characters to another character, right? His importance is vital to Daredevil. He's Daredevil's conscience. Mm-hmm. He's where Daredevil resets himself when he gets out of hand. He goes, he looks at Foggy and the way Foggy's viewing him, and that's how he resets himself.
Right.
And that's his true north, but and again, the actor who played Foggy was just great. And I really missed him being in the show. Getting another character back in that final episode was very satisfying.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that character being more involved when it comes back.
Yep.
And giving it kind of the original feel. The other character that they introduced as the partner, they haven't done anything with her.
Right.
So she's just felt like a sounding board. So right now she's a wasted character on the show. The actress seems really great, but they haven't given her anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have a restored faith in the MCU now, or the people behind the MCU?
Listen, I'm one of the people that really enjoyed the Marvels and thought it was better than Captain Marvel. So
I thought it was decent.
My opinion is dismissed by many, but it's mine and I'll keep it.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
And I guess I'll ask one final question. Do you think Charlie Cox is as definitive to the role as like a Hugh Jackman is to Wolverine? Do you think like he is Daredevil?
Oh yeah, because when you think Daredevil now, you think of Charlie Cox, and his portrayal is just—it's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Oh yeah. Everybody in the chat, man, what did you think about the season finale, the season in general?
Let us know.
Yeah, what are your feelings for the MCU going forward now that it looks like Marvel may have turned that corner?
And Charlie represents the inner struggle of Daredevil so well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like all the conflicts his internal conflicts that make the character so complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie's able to put that across screen in his emotions, his voice, his acting, everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. George said Daredevil last episode, loved it. Final was 100. Absolutely. We got our brother Damien Sleepy Reader in the building.
What's up, Damien?
What is going on, Damien? 9 Panel said Daredevil was a bit of a mixed bag, but more good than mediocre. Feels like the reshoots really understood the tone. Yeah, looks like they got back on track for sure. I really like Daredevil. Bring on Bernthal Punisher. It wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it. Bernthal is supposedly getting writing credits on Punisher too. Oh yeah, Fizzo. Oh yeah.
You know, and I would like to see Kristen Ritter come back for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Jessica. Yeah.
She's the perfect Jessica. Turn this stream off and No, don't do that, George.
But this is a tough show, right? It's taking place in New York where a lot of the MCU characters are, and none of them are doing anything about Fisk.
Yeah.
It always makes it tough. So you kind of have to treat it like it's something separate in your mind.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a comic reader, we're past that. We that's a question every time we read a comic book. So it's going to exist here too, guys. I mean, it's just like we got to get over that. Yeah.
Gore said, I watched the first Daredevil episode, liked it, but I got distracted by the Americans and we watched the entire series.
God, Americans is good.
Awesome, dude. Hell yeah. I love the
Americans. That's why I haven't offered any input. I actually had it on my watch list to rewatch or to watch the rest of this week. And I found out RoboForce was on Tubi.
Oh, shit.
I got stuck down the RoboForce hole this week, but it's been awesome.
I saw the first 2 episodes and always meant to go back. And I said, you know what? I should rewatch the whole Netflix thing because I kind of hardly remember a lot of the Netflix stuff. And then I looked up a watch order of all the Netflix stuff, and I was like, oh man, I can't do that. That's like 100 and something episodes. If you combine that with Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and the Defender series,
Punisher,
and there's like 2 or 3 seasons of each of those. I was like, oh man, I totally forgot.
And I really want to see Colleen Wing and Misty Knight come back too.
Yeah,
for
sure.
They were definitely the best thing out of that Iron Fist show. I'll tell you that.
I mean, Mike Holt, again, the Iron Fist, I don't really blame the actors. Again, that was just script.
Yeah, no, I blame the actor.
I blame the actors a little bit of that one. I think maybe he was told to act that way. Maybe we can spin it like that. Yeah.
But man, I wanted so bad out of that all those Netflix ones. I wanted to see a Daughters of the Dragon show really bad.
Yeah,
cool. That would have been awesome. Oh yeah. Derek Neiman said, just like RDJ is Stark and Hugh Jackman is Logan, Bernthal is Punisher. Dude has completely knocked it out of the park, has it on lock. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'll always have a soft spot for Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
No, for sure.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. But I'd love to see him pop out in one of these MCU movies, like a Thunderbolt or some shit. Like maybe they're in New York or something, and he just comes out of the fucking corner with like 2 M16 rifles and starts lighting the place up. I would lose.
Now, Berthel's great. He owns that part too.
Oh yeah.
And that one scene was just, you think you know my pain?
Yeah.
The bank episode felt inserted.
For sure. Yeah.
There you go.
They needed a filler or something. Yep.
Hey, the creative director of the Bad Batch is in the house, Maria Reyes.
Maria.
Station, everyone have a great show, fellas. Herm had a super long day at work today. Drained the poor guy out. I'm sure he will be upset when he realizes he slept through the show. It's okay, Maria. We already know. Hope you fellas have a great show. Thank you, Maria. Have a great night, sis. Let's see. Foggy will be back a la Electra. There you go.
Yeah, the hand will get him, and then they'll resurrect Foggy.
Right.
Yeah.
The new Spidey cartoon has Cox playing Daredevil. Wow. I did not know that. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the thing, too, right? Like, a couple of these guys in the show, like Vincent D'Onofrio, like John Bernthal, like Charlie Cox, they're committed to these characters, and it shows.
Oh, yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio was supposed to be at the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo this next weekend, and he had to cancel because they're doing some shoots right now.
Nick, what did you think of Kingpin's big moment in that episode? I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but you know what I'm talking about.
I thought it was a long time coming in this season. I was like, oh, finally, we're getting some of this stuff now. You know, like I liked that.
Well, you can only hold the monster in a cage for so long,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Everyone was kind of like, is he really going soft on us? And I think we got our answer. So
reshoots were done by the OG Netflix crew. Yeah, I mean, that's how you do it, man. I don't even know what they were thinking in the first place, thinking that they didn't need the OG Netflix crew. That's what made Daredevil so freaking fire. Because I'll say this, I don't know if you guys share this opinion with me, but I think Daredevil is the greatest superhero television show of all time. Like, past anything, really. Like,
yeah, live action.
Yeah.
I think live action, yeah.
There's
a lot of good ones out there though, but I mean, like, it's definitely it's definitely one of the best for sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, yeah. I like Arrow, that first season. I like Smallville's and the Superman stuff that had come out, but I think this Daredevil show is the top, man.
And I'm an unapologetic fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I thought that show got better. I thought the first season was uneven, and I thought every season after that got better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bobby saying White Tiger. Oh, yeah, man. And Fizzle saying Charlie Cox is Daredevil, D'Onofrio is Kingpin, and Berthal is Punisher. Casting on the show was amazing. Phable, exactly. Imagine watching a random MCU movie and Berthal shows up out of nowhere. We'd get chills and get nervous because something's about to go. That's what I'm saying, dude. If he popped up out of nowhere and started shooting shit up, I'd be like, oh my God, this movie just got 10 times better just now. Kingpin is getting fat again. Hell yeah.
And do you think we're going to see Ava White Tiger?
I think it's going to be a minute before we do. I think it's going to be a minute.
I don't think it'll be in the next season, but I think it might be in one after, because the actress either has to grow up some more.
Yeah.
Because she's way too wayfish to do that.
Yeah.
Or they're going to have to recast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, since it takes 2 years to make a season, by season 3, she'll be the perfect age.
She'll be in her mid-20s by season 3.
And the only thing I didn't like about the White Tiger thing is it just felt like a setup to get to her.
Honestly, there's a lot of things in this season that were just setups to get to something else. That was basically it. Yeah.
I wanted to see more of him than just what we saw on a television screen in the background of a store.
Yeah.
Like they should have had at least. They should have given him at least 5 to 8 minutes of good screen time fighting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, speaking of Bernthal popping up in a movie and making shit all crazy, I'd love if he pop in this next movie we're going to talk about. The new Fantastic Four trailer for First Steps has finally dropped yesterday, Thursday, and of course, it sent the internet going crazy. There were a couple things. There were a lot of things that they had shown previously, but there were a few, I think, big points that they showed in this trailer. First of all, they confirmed that Sue Storm is pregnant, man. I think that was something that we all speculated on at first. And, I know I had definitely said I would love it if the movie ends with her telling Reed, I'm pregnant. Well, it looks like she's pregnant, and it looks like it's like right off the bat, like they go for it. So that's
Kind of,
awesome.
yeah.
You're gonna get Franklin in the second movie.
Yeah, we need Franklin.
We
That'd
get
be
the
crazy.
first look at Shala Ball, Silver Surfer, played by Julia Garner. Everybody's been dying to see how she was going to look in this movie. We finally get to see her in a few different shots too. We get a look at Reed Richards' powers finally,
which I thought looked great.
Yeah. They looked like they were avoiding that until now, but yeah, we get to see him stretching. And then finally at the end of the trailer, we get another brief glimpse, because we've been seeing shadows of the guy, of Galactus walking through New York City. So guys, everybody in the chat, what did you think of the new Fantastic Four First Steps trailer? Does it make you even more excited? You know, that kind of thing. Anybody on the panel could jump in. Guys, what did you think about this trailer?
I liked it a lot, actually. I didn't know what to expect from it. I mean, I still want Ben's voice to get gruffier. But it felt like the Fantastic Four. It felt like a family. It felt like a team. I love Chris Evans' portrayal of Johnny Storm. This portrayal looks like it's good in that it's its own thing as well. I like that they're getting into him caring a little bit more, like he does, like you saw if you were a comic reader, like the Marvel team ups, and if something was happening, there's a softer side to Johnny where he really gives a shit, especially how certain people view him and treat him. So you got to see a little bit of that in the trailer. It's good that everything with Ben, in my opinion, isn't all poor me. That there's people with Ben dolls and stuff like that. So he knows that people love him, because Ben is a clash of being super popular, but also not feeling good enough to himself.
Right.
And I think it's a good combination. And he doesn't want to feel like a threat to others. He doesn't want to feel a threat to. But the main thing that came across to me in this too is the sense of responsibility of the Fantastic Four. We will protect you. We will. And just Reed thinking it's his fault because of what this is happening.
Yeah.
And then Sue always being the rock, you know, we will get through this together as a family, because Sue's always been the underlying strength of that team.
What did you think of this Silver Surfer, man?
Yeah,
didn't bother me at all. I thought the reveal was nice. I thought she looked really cool. So, you know, they didn't give us any acting with her yet. So based on visuals, not bad at all.
Scotty, you were going to say something?
No, I'm good.
Nick, any thoughts on the Silver Surfer or this Fantastic Four trailer?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like, I wish I didn't see it, to be honest with you, because there's some moments in here I wish I would have saw for the first time in the theater. They didn't give away a whole lot, but like it would have been cool to see some of these moments here. I'm more hyped now than I was. I think the visuals look great. I love the way Ben looks. I don't mind Surfer at all. You know, a lot of people are comparing like, you know, 20-something year difference in CGI, and how come she looks worse? It's like, we haven't even seen the movie, guys. You know, we saw a trailer.
And you have to remember,
figure it out.
Trailer. A lot of times visuals aren't finished yet.
Right. Yeah. And I swear Ben looks better now than he did in the first teaser that we got.
Yeah,
so
Ben looks great. Like,
yeah,
this is the most comic book accurate looking Ben so far.
Looks good. But I think Gary nailed it, man. Like the vibe is good. Like I like how the characters are all portrayed. I like how the world embraces the team and they have a sense of responsibility to protect them, because you know it's all going to be set up for some kind of tragic ending. You know what I mean? Like it's perfectly set up just for that. And Phable, you were talking about how Sue is pregnant. Like if you go back to the trailer and watch it, there's moments of her like in the suit. I think there's some purposeful misdirections, I think, in this. She's in her suit and she doesn't look pregnant at all. There's certain scenes where she has like that cardigan, like when Surfer comes down for the first time, she looks pregnant in that scene. Like, you know, like she's pretty far along, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like there's going to be some things happening, I think, with time here. Not like a dilation thing, but I think it's going to take some time to get through this movie, like, you know, from their perspective. So I think we're going to see nice and early on that she is. And then towards the end of the movie, I think we're going to be well on our way. And I think it's going to be desperation that makes Reed grab the family and get out of there. because there's nothing that they can do. And so it's going to be fun to see how exactly they handle this. And you see a ship and you see a planet assumingly getting destroyed or eaten or consumed. Galactus, we have that cloud variant as well, like taking over Earth and everything, presumably. So it's going to be fun to see what they actually do with this.
And this makes me wonder if at the end there's going to be like, because it's got to end tragically for them to come to the 616, right? I'm wondering if it's like that whole universe collapsing type of event where it kicks the X-Men from another reality. If it's collapsing realities with whatever ends up happening with Galactus, and you see the X-Men one kick over, because it'd be kind of tight if they introduce the X-Men and it's the same kind of world-ending thing that kicks them back over, right? So they got to have something different for them to come over.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to mix all them up like that. That's going to be fun to see how that happens.
But I mean, we got confirmation of Galactus's feet, so we got that.
And his hand maybe in the top left corner. There's a purple something over there. So it could be a foot or a leg or a hand or whatever.
But yeah, that shot right there, Reed stretching, and then Sue with her force bubble really was amazing.
Yeah, it looks cool to me. People were shitting on the CGI, saying that the Silver Surfer looked better in the older movie, but I thought it looked pretty cool.
Well, I think my rant for that too is people, no matter what comes out, there's a group of people that shit on it because they think shitting on stuff validates them for who they are, right? Like they could do better, like they could solve it. You can't judge something until you have the final product in front of you.
True.
If people haven't learned that in a lifetime of watching movies, that you can't base everything off the trailer, you're never going to learn it.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing I took away from this trailer the most is how dark it got.
Yeah.
Right? Because like the first one was like bright and it's the 60s and it's like, oh, look, it's the Fantastic Four. Yay, Fantastic Four. And it just seemed like a celebration of them. And then this one just took a real dark tone. Like especially there was a point there where the music just kind of stopped and it was like a piano solo. Mm-hmm. And you see freaking Johnny flaming through the river or whatever, and you see freaking thing busting through some pillars on a building, and you see, just all of them using their powers, Reed stretching out and stuff like that. And you see that scene where he says to them,
Gore's comments good.
Where he said something like what are we gonna do or something like that?
Are we safe or something?
Yeah, are we
like,
safe?
I don't know. Yeah,
he said, I don't know. And he looked at them. He said, I don't know. This is the smartest man in presumably their universe. So I thought how dark this trailer was what got me way more into it than the first time I saw the first.
And I think in this trailer too proved people are like, oh, Pedro Pascal can't be Reed. I think he proved them wrong in this trailer because he felt like Reed in this trailer to me.
I think so.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That shot you have up here, I love that shot with her and Johnny when Johnny flew up and he grabbed the surfboard and.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's going to be any issues with her as a surfer. I mean, what I saw, I liked.
Well, I mean, she's not the Silver Surfer, and that's the thing that the people who talk about this being some sort of woke, them turning him into a woman or whatever they're saying. Yeah. It just isn't true because this isn't the Silver Surfer. This is another multiverse version of the Silver Surfer. You know,
right? I mean? And I think Gore's comment says it perfectly.
Let me get to them. Hold on. Pedro's Ricardo, fantastic. The Thing whispers and Kaiju Galactus. Let's go. The clip of Galactus at the end strolling through the city really got me hyped. Hell yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I heard Galactus is the same in all timelines, no variant. That could be interesting. Yeah, he's like Darkseid, right? He's a one of one.
Yep.
And I find it interesting because from what I know about Galactus, he's the survivor, the sole survivor of another universe, right? Like before we get into the 616.
And that makes sense too, right? Because with a character like him that thrives on eating worlds, at some point you need more than the reality you're in to sustain yourself.
Right.
Once you eat one reality's worlds, you need to go to another reality's worlds.
Yeah. Gore said, I think if Norman Rad had appeared, he would have taken the attention away from the Fantastic Four. He is an overwhelming character. This new Silver Surfer doesn't do that, which I think is good. Yeah,
I like that. Yeah,
absolutely. I agree.
Well, Phable, that one part you were talking about where he kind of turns back and says, like, I don't know. The scene leading up to that, they're kind of in their spacesuits, like walking towards presumably a ship to do something. Sue's the only person not in a spacesuit in that.
Dude,
there's only 3.
Bobby was saying, I can't wait to see the popcorn buckets. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nick. I didn't mean to.
What do you think they're going to be? What do you think they're going to be?
God, I don't know. Definitely like the classic logo. They'll do something with the classic. Surely they'd do something with the classic logo.
You know what they're going to do? They're going.
What about Galactus's head?
I was thinking a thing head.
A Ben Grimm fist, probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you're gonna get the Ben Grimm Hulk fist for sure.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. Wow.
Julia Garner was also
the Galactus head would be awesome though. That would be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'm waiting for Red Ghost. There you go. Oh yeah, Red Ghost is in this movie. Yeah, there's one more with John Malkovich. Yeah, they didn't show him in this trailer. Damn, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, Scotty about to drop 4 figures on more popcorn bucket.
I just bought one for the last one I went to.
That's great.
We'll just do one.
Oh yeah. All right, yeah. So it seems like this trailer is definitely got everybody excited. So let's move on to the next news item, and this one's crazy, man. So an entire tractor trailer goes missing, containing anticipated McFarlane action figures. So a tractor trailer containing McFarlane Toys action figures on its way to a Walmart distribution center was stolen last week, according to Walmart. Wow. Included in this shipment was the highly anticipated DC Direct Page Puncher Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow action figure and the entire U.S. production run of the Killing Joke cover recreations Joker figure.
Every single one.
Damn,
that Supergirl looks amazing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Walmart issued an email to customers informing them of what happened. Orders have been canceled and refunds have been issued. It is entirely unknown if McFarlane Toys plans to reproduce the figures or if there is even enough time, as their DC license is set to expire in mid-2026 when Mattel will be taken over. So, to the dastardly people who stole this truck, call me. I didn't order any of these. I need some.
If you need one, hit me up.
The only stuff you can't even sell them now. You're instantly gonna out yourself.
The thing about it, that they're gonna make their way to eBay somehow. They are going to make their way to the second market. They're going to.
Yeah,
we're gonna be seeing the Killing Joke figures somewhere popping up.
Yeah, some mom and pop shop somewhere in some town. Absolutely.
Even though it's guaranteed to be traced back to it, they're gonna get caught, but it's gonna happen though.
So, did any of you guys have any of these figures on pre-order?
No.
No. Man.
Yeah, I had Supergirl through GameStop.
Oh damn, dude. I mean, I'm a big collector, but I don't do DC Multiverse due to the fact that it's 7-inch scale. I collect 6-inch scale that doesn't go with my stuff.
I can't believe that they freaking hijacked an entire tractor trailer.
I almost wonder if they didn't just want the truck and not even necessarily the figures were a bonus.
Yep, that's the question too. That did these people actually go after the figures or were they just going after the truck? But man, the entire freaking Joker U.S. production run was on that truck.
Every single
Where
one.
do they turn up for sale, right? You're saying eBay, but U.S. eBay, Canadian eBay, did they take this truck across the border and then sell them?
Who knows?
Yeah.
They will pop up somewhere, though.
This is crazy, though, man.
I just want a Supergirl now. That's still one of my favorite reads of the last 5 years.
That's why I got it. As soon as the guys shared the link, I checked every one of them, and it's like sold out, and available. Got it. And then later that day, sold out. I'm like, damn, I'm glad I did that. But I got it through GameStop.
Did GameStop contact you in any way?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Because they're probably still getting theirs. It was just a Walmart truck that was
Walmart truck, right?
Walmart truck.
Yeah, so you can still get them at GameStop.
And these are two pretty iconic. Like as a toy collector, these are like pretty iconic versions of the characters. So people are gonna want these on their shelves.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like Gary was saying, that Woman of Tomorrow is one of my favorite reads the last 5 years for sure. It was
that's the story that put Tom King on the map for me. So when his Wonder Woman came out, it was a no-brainer. I instantly signed up for it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy. Well, like I said, if anybody has a lead on any of these things, give me a call. Hit me up on IG.
I'll never say a word. Never say a word.
Yeah, I will tell you.
Well, I guess the only question is, Scotty, when you putting them on eBay?
Scotty, it was you.
Man. They'll be using Craigslist.
I know how much he likes his figures.
Anyways, I got Killing Joke figures on the low, y'all.
There you go.
Pallets of them.
Yeah. Derek said Dom Toretto's crew ran out of DVD players and gasoline and had to start jacking McFarlane too.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, I'm curious though what McFarlane's response is going to be.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care about Walmart's response. I want to know McFarlane's.
Does he even have the window to reproduce these figures? That's the thing, because their license is up pretty soon, and Mattel's going to take over this license. So it may not even be something he can do. I don't know. I'm not sure.
And I think we're going to see a toy quality dip once it goes back to Mattel.
Yeah. I tell you one thing though, if these things do hit the aftermarket, they will be at a ridiculous markup. I'm talking like 200% at least.
Oh man.
Yeah. Absolutely. Chop and Drop 2013 in the building.
The Chop.
Chop.
Now, Gary, you said you felt like when it goes to Mattel, the quality is going to go down. Do you think they'll do a 6-inch scale?
I mean, I think they're going to try to compete with what McFarlane Toys did and do that. Is that the scale that that his toys are?
He's on a 7-inch scale.
All right. I mean, I think they're going to try to do something comparable to that because they're going to want to appeal to the same market that's been buying those toys.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not so sure that the quality is going to go down because Mattel has been knocking it out of the park recently with their Masters of the Universe figures. I don't know if you guys have been seeing any of those or picking any of those up, but they definitely stepped up their quality. So I think I think that's maybe a % of the reason why DC decided to go with Mattel. But mostly because Mattel has a bigger reach internationally. You know what I mean? They want to be on as much shelves possible. So it's all about the accounts. And Dark Fizzle said, you guys want some toys? We're having a truck sale on Saturday behind the Home Depot. Call Interpol.
It'd be funny if like in like 8 years we get a movie about this missing truck, right?
Yeah.
In the heist.
Yeah. Documentary. It'd make a good documentary.
Well, Gore, I guess the joke is on us, right? When it comes to those figures. A whole truck, though? That's some Al Capone gangster shit right there.
Whole damn truck, man.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Oh, this is a disaster. Walmart, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Don't put an entire production run on one truck. Maybe not do that in the future.
Right.
It's a drop in the bucket to them, though.
Yeah. No,
it is. Are in one basket.
It is. All right, let's move on to our last news item before we get to the blaming. Star Wars Celebration, man, 2025 is taking place currently. Starts today and it's through the 20th, and it's in Japan, which is pretty awesome. If you're out in Japan, get to go to that. But we already are having a few highlights coming out of there, a few reveals. First of all, footage of the new Mandalorian and Grogu movie directed by Jon Favreau was shown, and we managed to get a look at how Mando, Pedro Pascal, will look in the movie. So yeah, that's a nice shot of Pascal, his new outfit there for the Mando. The Mandalorian.
Didn't they have a whole scene too? Like basically.
Oh yeah.
They
showed some footage. It'll come out in a few days or weeks or something.
Yeah. There's some screen grabs, like a hallway scene. You know, the classic hallway scenes. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
The Mandalorian and Grogu is set to release May 22nd, 2022. If you're interested in that.
2022.
Oh yeah, no.
You're going back in time, buddy.
Sorry, typo. The next animated series from Lucasfilms was also announced, and it's called Star Wars Maul, Shadow Lord. Maul voice actor from the Clone Wars and Rebel series, Sam Witwer, will be back to reprise his role as Darth Maul. And the synopsis is that after the Clone Wars, Maul plots to rebuild his criminal syndicate on a planet untouched by the Empire. Shadow Lord is planned to release on Disney Plus sometime in 2026. And finally, we also have the announcement of a new Star Wars movie titled Star Wars Starfighter from Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy. Sean Levy also surprised the guests at Star Wars Celebration with the star of the film taking the stage, and it was none other than Ryan Gosling, man. He's going to be the star of the Star Wars Starfighter movie. The director stated that it's a standalone adventure film that takes place a few years after Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. And he also said that it's neither a prequel nor a sequel and will explore a period of time not chronicled in any other Star Wars project. It will also feature a whole new cast of characters.
Now that intrigues me. A standalone?
Yeah.
That really intrigues me.
And set further in the future than anything that's been done. Right? This is after Episode 9, so this is the most current timeline with this Star Wars Starfighter. Anybody excited for any of those three announcements, man? The Mando movie look of Pascal.
Definitely Mando and Starfighter.
There you go. Yeah, I think Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be phenomenal. I really do. Jon Favreau has done a fantastic job with the Mandalorian. To me, it's the best Star Wars thing that's come out since Star Wars.
Yeah, and I like season 3 where everyone else was pooing on it. I thought season 3 was really good.
Yeah. And remember, Jon Favreau is the director of Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's done so many great movies. So I think he's gonna kill this. And I think, if my gut is right, we're going to the Yoda planet, whatever the fuck Yoda's from. We're gonna go to his planet and see a bunch of Yodas. I think that's what's gonna happen. But,
his home planet. Got it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not that much of a Star Wars nerd. I don't know the name of the planet. But I have a feeling we're gonna see that. And yeah, this Star Wars Maul thing. I love the animated stuff they did. I love Rebels. I love Clone Wars. And this is just the next one. So I think that's gonna be great. And as far as Starfighter is concerned, man, Ryan Gosling. I love Ryan Gosling, man. He's in Star Wars now, man. This is awesome. So, anybody have any thoughts? Anybody in the chat on at least these three announcements from Star Wars Celebration?
I mean, yeah, I'm Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm mostly excited for. I'm about halfway through a lot of the Star Wars like animated stuff, so Maul would be interesting to jump in like fresh because everything else everyone's seen before except for me apparently. So it'd be nice to like start at the ground floor with a lot of people. And then Starfighter, I like the time. I like the time period. Like it's a standalone. I like the concept Starfighter. It's bringing all this imagery to my mind. The Ryan Gosling part's got me a little concerned, but I'll work through it.
You say you're concerned? Oh, come on!
I would rather have no name people do this in a way. Like when I see him, I'm going to think of other things. He's, that's not fair. That's a Nick problem. But like, that's just.
You're going to see Ken from Barbie.
I'm going to see Ken from Barbie. Like,
I can understand that.
I think he's a good actor.
Yeah, I think he's a good actor. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. What about you, Scotty? Any of this Star Wars stuff pique your interest?
Man, I'm almost scared to share my opinion with Star Wars stuff. I just never could get into it, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's all right, man. Star Wars fans to me because I'm not a super fan. I'm just like a casual
I'm a
Star Wars
casual
fan.
fan too.
Yeah. I think they've been very spoiled, to be honest with you, compared to other fandoms. They like to complain about every freaking thing that comes out of Star Wars. And I understand because I did not like that last trilogy, the one with Rey and all of that shit. I wasn't really a big fan of any of that. But I think their television shit has been on point for the most part. Nice. Maybe a little slips here and there, but I enjoyed Obi-Wan. I enjoyed Ahsoka. I enjoyed most of the Mandalorian. I mean, come on, that thing almost single-handedly brought back Star Wars by itself. So I don't know. For the most part, I think these guys get it now, as far as that fandom is concerned. But what do I know? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like anything else. It's like you're going to have your classic stuff, which is going to be held on a pedestal, and then anything you do nowadays is going to be compared to it. And the industry's changed, the viewership has changed, the people writing this stuff has changed. So you're going to have different vibes and different feels, and it's going to play to certain crowds and things like that. And some of the old timers or whoever are going to be hypercritical of it, and even some of the younger guys that just grew up with it. So I don't know. You got to take a wide variety of this stuff, man. We're just, like people said, Star Wars fans have been spoiled with content, whether it's good or bad. They've been spoiled with content since the 70s. So man, just be happy that you get more shit.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan too, if like I'm only a fan of this time period, then it's there for you. Just enjoy it. Don't poo on something that somebody else might enjoy.
True.
The stuff that you like is still there. You can still go back to it. If you don't like the new Spider-Man book, you still have the old Spider-Man to read and enjoy, and it's still there. Like the original stuff is always still there to be enjoyed.
Yeah, there's definitely that contingent that I hear that they say anything past the original trilogy is not my Star Wars.
They say that with any franchise.
Yeah, that's true.
And then like this, I know the Acolyte came out and that shit got a lot of hate. But I've seen a lot of people also be like, I don't know why people are complaining about that show. It was pretty good.
I haven't seen that yet. I want to see it for Daphne P.
Nick said no.
I liked Ahsoka a lot.
Yeah,
Ahsoka's great. Yeah.
I liked Obi-Wan, honestly.
Obi-Wan surprised me. I didn't expect anything out of that, and I actually really enjoyed Obi-Wan as well.
And you know why I enjoyed Obi-Wan so much? Because Obi-Wan felt like a continuation of the Clone Wars cartoon. Like, if you watch the Clone Wars cartoon, everything that you saw in that cartoon sort of got paid off in the Obi-Wan. And that battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan was phenomenal. When he cut off half his mask and shit, and you saw Anakin's face, and you know what I mean? And he was like half talking in his voice, half talking in the James Earl Jones voice. Yeah. It was freaking phenomenal. I love it.
You know who's loving this is Hayden Christensen, because people shit on him for years, and now everyone's glad to see him back.
Yeah. Well, props to him, man. Props to him. I'm glad he gets a second win. All right, let's go to the comments. We got Rod saying, yo, Station Rod. How are you, my brother? Thanks for hanging. We got my homie, Mike Hag, 77 in the house. Station, homie. Station, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Thanks for hanging. And James said, new alert. Don Toretto robbed the figures. Last heard yelling, it's about family. Hey, my brother ICT Vinny in the building. Nah, he was in Blade Runner movie, and he was pretty good in that one. I could see him in Star Wars. Yeah, absolutely. A Star Wars mall rats with original cast, now parents with kids in Star Wars theme mall would be fun. Fizzle. Andor was good, and I'm gonna binge season 2 when it's all. I'm telling you, they had good shows for the most compared to the MCU stuff. I think Star Wars was a little better than the MCU in the past few years, to be honest. At my LCS, just saying Star Wars causes a debate. That's fact. That is fact. Collector P in the building.
Collector P.
What is going on, P Station? All right, guys. That is all the news. It's a really light week this week. So, as you know, we like to end this show with a little something we call the blaming.
Why don't I own this? Why don't I own this?
please.
No, I'm gonna actually start out with Scotty.
Okay.
Scotty.
Wasn't surprised to see my ugly mug up there. Holy cow.
Why don't you set off the blamer today, my brother?
All right. This week, I guess let's see. I don't know if I want to show this or not. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. This is what I'm reading this week. This is DC versus Marvel, the Amalgam Age Omnibus.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I may have shown this before, though. That's why I almost didn't. I think I may have shown this
that was your recommendation.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the last time you were on. It's all right, man. Throw that shit off.
But that's what I've been reading this week, though. I've never got to read this whole entire storyline from beginning to end. And most of it I've never read before, period. So this has been a really fun journey reading this. So I don't know. I decided I would show it off. I guess I meant to show it off earlier. But I don't know. I forgot that I did show it. I showed that in Dazzler, I think. Damn it. Anyways, that's the only thing I got ready. Hold on. I got a toy, though. I got a toy.
Yeah, let's go.
I love the automation stuff.
Let's do a toy. Okay, there's this thing called RossCon, and I guess it's going on right now where you can find like really good Marvel Legends at Ross stores for really cheap. And so I saw on Instagram, I'll be seeing these posts, and I saw that like Brother Voodoo and some other really cool ones are showing up for $5.99. So I went to mine, and I was actually able to find a Brother Voodoo for $5.99.
I am so jealous. Dude. I am so jealous. I have no Rosses around here.
But yeah, check your Rosses right now. I guess this guy and a couple of other newer ones are popping up because this is from a newer wave. This is 2024.
Yeah, that's the Helverine wave. That's
dude.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of a Ross's, so I don't have one.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Yo, they had the triple pack of the X-Men, the 275 X-Men, the one, the cover for $275.
Yeah.
That triple pack, they had it for $20. That is a $70 set.
But this normal retails $24.99 US, and they're $5.99 if you can find them right now. If you got a Ross near you, check your Rosses.
Might have to hit mine up tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I guess I'll do that I'll do that. I'll use
Voodoo. And that Voodoo is awesome too.
It was a cool figure. It was one that I had on my list. It was definitely one from the wave that I wanted to pick up and I missed. But I'm glad that I didn't pick it up for full price at GameStop now because it's a big difference in price.
Oh yeah.
And if you like Voodoo, I think he's back with some other people in Storm right now. So if you can read Storm, you can get a little bit of Voodoo.
That's true. He did come back in Storm. It was right when I dropped off of the series. But yeah, I do remember seeing him back in the storyline.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Check your Ross stores.
Good one.
Gore said that Mia Sarah from Ferris Bueller and Legend returns to the screen in Chuck based on the Stephen King story. It stars Tom Hiddleston, Karen Gillan. Good King story recommended. Hell yeah, Gore. Absolutely, man. I love a good Stephen King thing. All right. Let's go to Nick. Nick, what do you got for the blame it?
Well, I had to pull these out just because of our guest here. But so got me some belief that I think this isn't this considered like her cameo or something like that? Belief, I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna continue that train right here.
Oh, look at you!
Grab me a first appearance.
Yeah,
such an underrated character. One of my all-time favorite covers right there in comics of all time.
Oh, for sure. And
I'm proud of you, Nick. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, and I have the. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hang on. Speaking of that, just because Gary's here, let's just go ahead and Frizzen Friday plus going in. Come on,
not that cover.
We're gonna mix all these up right now. Yeah.
Damn,
I've never seen that one. That's awesome.
Yeah, this one's a little hard to get, man. This one took me a while to find.
Is it really hard to get?
For me, it is. Yeah.
Well, I was asking seriously. I think I got it right away. That's why I didn't know.
Yeah, like right now, trying to find it went up, and it's a little bit rare, and there's not a lot in great condition, at least where I looked. So, your miles may vary on that, but not sure. I'm
matching my body to the logo in the corner.
I know. I was trying to summon my inner JT there when I was there. All right, so Superman Day, facsimile, obviously. Action Comics. Right?
Yeah, boy.
Superman issue 1.
Yeah, I got those
short box of facsimiles, and I was like, I'm sure I just gotta look for yellow, and I'm sure it's Superman.
Right.
So there you go. And then one of my oldest comics. This is a Superman 123 from 1958. This is the Supergirl training issue.
Oh,
1/8.
Wow.
I'm tilting it for the glare, but I got this at a comic swap at Cadets at my local shop, and it's a pretty cool. Trying to get it out of the glare, but yeah, he's like training her how to do some stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty cool issue, man. Cream to Off-White 1.8. Superman 123 from 1958. So there's your Superman stuff.
That's awesome.
Right there. And then I went to McKay's this past weekend.
Yes, love McKay's. We have them here in Chattanooga too.
I gotta try yours out. Ours is over in East Nashville. And I found volume 1, 2, and 3 of Stray Bullets. So like this is definitely a run that was recommended by the community. So I'm gonna be checking this out. I got them for like $5 a piece. So 1, 2, and 3. The trade.
Wow.
So got 1, 2, and of course 3. So yeah, a little indie love there. Some Superman, some Conan, and some Prison Friday stuff. So there's the blaming for this week.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
All right, I guess I'll go to myself. As some of you may know or may not know, I kind of stopped the Wednesday Warrior thing for a little while. I'm trying to move, trying to save, but doesn't mean I'm not picking up stuff, right? So I happened to pass by a comic book shop, and I went in. Of course, I picked up some stuff. So let me show you what I got. You guys probably have these comics. They're nothing special, but I managed to get the New Gods.
I've heard of it.
4,
I hear
5,
good things.
Yeah, man.
3, and 2. So I have number 1 already. So I think I'm all caught up getting the last 4 New Gods. So that's pretty cool. At least,
Hell yeah.
Usually that's like the first arc, right? The first 5 issues.
First 6, I think.
Yeah, about the first 6 or so. Yeah, we're still rocking right now. Yep.
So yeah, Evan Cagle, is a must for me. Gotta definitely get that. And I love these covers, man. Covers are freaking.
Yeah, they're all great.
Oh, they're great. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course,
there's always a guest artist on the first Scotty, like 3 or 4 pages. There's like a guest artist usually, and every issue it changes up. It's awesome.
That's beautiful.
That cover is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and of course I got the free chips.
Gotta grab those. Those are awesome.
Little magazine. I have all of them, dude. I have every
I think I have most of them so far. I try to get them all.
I'm very immature. I'm not afraid to say it. I am. I'm into a lot of kid shit. I don't care. When I saw this, I was like, oh, I gotta get this. It's the Harley Quinn Fartacular, silent but deadly one shot. This comic reeks.
What does it smell like? What's the scent?
I don't know. It's still in the baggie, and it'll probably stay there. It'll probably stop smelling like farts by the time I open it.
Well, DC's done it previously a couple of times with the peppermint oil and then the banana scented cover. So I was wondering what they picked for that.
Yeah.
I think it's like rotten eggs. I think that's what. Yeah, because that's what Robbie was saying.
Artificial rub and smell. Well, listen. The point is that I had to get a comic book that said "Fartacular, silent but deadly." I mean, come on. And then she's shooting out a big old fart out her butt. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How can you be as immature as me and not pick this up when you see it on the
Yeah. That's good.
Oh, I had to get that. I'm a big, huge fan of an artist named Bendis. If you don't know who Bendis is the Japanese artist who designed the characters for Marvel versus Capcom back in the 90s. So they released his character design work. They've been doing these Marvel versus Capcom covers. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are a few of those. Yeah.
Yeah. I have all of them so far. So happy to have these in the collection. I love Bendis. I think Bendis is a big influence on how the X-Men look. You know what I mean? In a lot of ways.
Sure.
He took Jim Lee's designs, but he put his own flair on it, and I think they're awesome. So I know a lot of people are picking these up. Definitely got that. And I got this off the rack. I saw this on Instagram like a million times this week. And I picked up a copy of it because, first of all, I've been on this artist since at least 2022, but he seems to have caught fire this year. I'm talking about the Alexander Lozano variant for the Superman special.
Yeah, I got to get one of those.
Yeah, it's really good.
I was so happy when I walked in the store. This was the last one, so I got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got lucky. These are like selling for like $15-20 now. So happy to get that. Yeah, so that's what I picked up from the comic book shop. Not too bad. Not too bad.
That one and Wolverine seem to be going. All the shops are getting bought out.
He didn't have the Dan and Warren Johnson one. He said that was the first one to go.
Yep.
He said that one was gone. So I'll find it somehow. And a couple of figgies. Of course, I love my Transformers. So I picked up this this retro carded Gears. So basically,
that's cool.
Yeah, what they did was they took the original, they took modern figures, right? This is a modern figure, and they retooled it to look like the toy version. Because if you remember anything about the toys of the Transformers, they did not look like anything like the cartoon. They told us it was Gears, and we pretended it was Gears. But that's not how Gears looked in the fucking cartoon. So they took the modern Gears and they just changed his face and stuff like that to look like the old toy.
Cool.
But you know why I got this, right? You know why I got this. Just because it came on a card back, dude. That's it. The shit is staying here.
Oh man, the card. Yeah, dude, the packaging is awesome on that. The beautiful artwork.
Yeah. The original artwork from back in the days.
Dude, as an out-of-box toy collector, that's the hardest ones for me to open is when they're on those nice
card backs
like that, dude. It kills me to open them, but I do anyway.
I don't know if anybody's ever played the video game War for Cybertron on the Xbox. It was probably one of the best Transformers games ever made. Love War for Cybertron. So they decided to do figures based on that video game, and I ended up getting Ironhide for the video game. Yeah, Ironhide is a major character in the Autobots and the Transformers lore, and this is his video game version. Love it, absolutely was a must for me. And finally, I saw the last Transformers movie, Transformers 1, the animated film. Right. And I absolutely fell in love with that movie. That movie is fantastic. I recommend it to anybody. You don't have to know anything about Transformers because they actually go from the beginning in that movie, and it's it's funny, it's endearing. It's like one of those Pixar movies, right? But one of the villains in the movie is Sentinel Prime. So I finally got the main villain from the Transformers 1 movie, Sentinel Prime. And he's awesome because he looks like a good guy, but he's like a big asshole. And that's that's why it's so awesome, because he just looks like somebody that's like good, and the colors are blue and gold. And no, this guy's a freaking jerk, man. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, awesome. Got a Sentinel Prime, man. And that is my blaming, man.
Great stuff.
Hell yeah. So Gary, our guest of honor, why don't you take us home with you?
Right, well, I may have overdone it. So I brought a lot. So I brought a bunch of toys because it's Figgy Friday and you guys are figures people. But I'm going to start out with 4 comics. So because we're also horror fans, Phable and I,
and me,
this is and I got these from people. So we got the first Alien versus Predator.
Oh,
nice.
Right, so that's that cover. Then we have the other. Oh, it's behind me. Forgot I had it. Oh, we'll leave it in there. Then we have the other Alien versus Predator, first Predator, the other cover.
Dude,
what issues Dark Horse presents are they?
It's this. The first one was issue 36.
Okay.
This is just. So one of them had this on the front cover, and then it's on the back cover of this version. So you had the Dave Dorman cover and the Chris Warner cover.
I want the concrete one.
Scotty, you got those? I don't have those Dark Horse present ones.
No, I don't. But I'm on the hunt for the one with concrete.
Got
and then
concrete. Okay.
And then also these first 2 I'm going to show. I got from a guy named Nick, Comic Nerd on Instagram. Great dude.
yeah,
So.
Big the comic nerd. Yeah, we know him.
No, not him. Damn it! Now I'm blanking on his IG name, and I don't want to misrepresent him.
Hold on, I could look him up for you.
Yeah, Comic Nerd.
Yeah,
One Shot Comics.
Okay.
So great guy, but he knew I wanted the first Aliens and the first Predator. So what he did was sent me his extra loved copies, and I sent them out to get slabbed because they mean a lot to me because they're from him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So there's the first Predator. He sent it to me raw. I slabbed it to preserve it because it's a great gift. And then he sent me the first. He sent me the first Alien.
Oh, dude, you're all set, dude.
Right, and then my buddy Mike Costco then gave me his. He had 2 of these slabbed, and he gave me one of them. So there's my second.
Jeez,
that's a 9-4. Look at that.
That's awesome.
So that's representing my horror love. So now we're going on to toys.
Oh, let's go.
And I didn't spare, so we're gonna be here a minute. But first, I got a couple great statues from a local guy here who's also a big Conan fan.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Cool.
So just really great. And so he gave me that plus.
Wait, does he make those, or is that like a repaint, or what is he doing? What's going on there?
He bought he had 3 of each because he had bought them when a place was going out of business.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Good, top him on there.
Uh-huh.
So you need to go for these are just great to put against each other.
Yeah.
And also another great Conan gift I got was from Hoarder's Hide, and he sent me this a couple years ago. This came out in the 90s. And this is Conan and Rawl.
Holy crap, dude. What?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, just amazing.
Packaging.
For real. Look at that.
So these were just fantastic. And I couldn't believe that he sent me these. These showed up in the mail as a gift from Scott. And if you're trying to buy these on eBay, you're paying over $100.
Wow.
I need to go into your circle of friends, bro. My friends don't send me shit like that.
Right. Well, then my buddy Dan Can from Out of the Panel Comics just recently sent me this.
Oh, no.
I have my Julia Carpenter Spider-Woman.
I have that same one still on the card, dude. That's a very cool figure.
It is. I got it. Cool. I think I have a second one of this. I don't know where it is in the place yet, but I got to find it again. Then, of course, we got my main girl here. We got Jessica Drew Spider-Woman.
There you go.
Jessica Drew. Let's go.
And then I love this one that they came out with last year with her new suit from the one run, which is I love this new suit. I thought it was
cool,
just gorgeous.
It was a pretty good run too.
Yeah, it was a good run and a good outfit change.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorite Spider-Woman figures ever.
Oh yeah,
that one is that
cool. One. Yeah.
Got the Hydra. Yeah.
Yeah, and this one goes for a little penny as well.
That one's expensive. Yeah, the Marvel Selects. Yeah.
And then of course. One of my favorite. We have I've had this for a little bit. This is Pit Fighter Conan.
Oh,
that's cool.
Damn!
And just the packaging is amazing on this.
Are you getting that other one, the new one with the from the Frazetta? I forgot.
No, because I kind of stopped paying that much for one. So I had a Red Sonja one. I paid almost $90 for. It fell once and the foot broke off. I'm like, for $90, the foot shouldn't break off.
Right.
That just kind of put a bitter taste in my mouth.
Right.
And this one I was happy to get though, because I don't know if this dude's face is on any other toy. And I think this is the only toy, and I could be wrong, that his face is on. But this is Mr. James Earl Jones. And this is his Thulsa Doom from Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, nice.
And he's just an iconic actor, man. And
absolutely.
You'll never see his face on a Darth Vader because he's the voice, right?
Yeah.
Now, are those 6-inch?
Huh? What's that?
Are those a 6-inch figures?
It's
No, I think those are a little bigger.
Are they the same? Marvel Legends are 6-inch.
Yeah, those are the Super 7s.
These are Super 7s. Well, I'm like, I got to get it. It's James Earl Jones' face, and I've never seen his likeness on a toy.
I was just wondering what scale Super 7 was.
I think it's 7. I think it's.
These
7.
are crazy, right? Sure. Look at the bad hair on this.
Yes, there's actually a Dazzler in that wave that I need. It's the only Dazzler.
Oh, same here. I can't find her.
It's the only one that I need. She looks horrible, but
right. And like look at this crazy hair on Wolfsbane.
Oh yes, I know.
She doesn't even have roller skates. It's roller blades.
Right. And then of course I had to get to go along with figures that aren't great, but I love the characters. Got this Tigra.
Oh, look at that!
Awesome.
Now again, not a great figure, but it's Tigra, and you don't really see Tigra figures.
Gary, if I don't see you posting on Figgy Friday from this Friday forward, I'm going to get personally offended, dude.
It's just make it a public shaming, man. Then, of course, I'm a big Xena fan. I had to get this little card of her.
There you go.
Dude.
What? You know.
Yeah, that's
then
my
we had
right
from the show, we had Valeska.
Wow, yes.
Cool.
And we have Xena from the deck, Conqueror of Nations.
Oh, nice.
I love that little cloak. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's so nice.
Do you have her friend?
Comics?
And then we have her. Then we have her as the Herm Xena.
Nice.
You have all the Tops comics, don't you, Gary?
Most of them. I don't have like every single cover.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I have the Tops, but there's a couple. But you know, they did a photo cover and an art cover. I'm trying to collect all the different covers. Little X-Men Love with the Phoenix.
I used to have that one back in the day.
Oh, there's my second Jessica Julia Carpenter right there.
There you go. That's the one you could send me.
And then I only got a couple more to go, guys. I told you I was going to overshare.
No, share.
Then, of course, one of my other main women that I love in comics, Felicia Hardy.
Oh, damn!
So happy to get this one.
Yeah, I don't have a good black cat in my collection.
And then we got from Hercules: The Legendary Journeys. This is an absolutely ugly ass figure, but I had to have it. I had to have them both.
Oh, is that
the
Xena?
likeness is absolutely horrible, but it's like the first Xena figures.
Wow,
very cool.
So that was my the blaming because I couldn't come on your show, Phable, and not do a Figgy Friday on a Friday.
That is freaking phenomenal, Gary.
So I guess for an honorable mention, we'll show Lady Death.
There you go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sweet.
That is all. You killed it, bro. You killed it.
And I only have this one because she's got a red sword on it. So it fit my sword and sorcery theme.
Oh, yeah. No, you absolutely murdered it, dude.
But that's it. So hopefully that's cool enough.
That is very cool.
Yeah, you nailed it.
And I know it was a lot, so I apologize for how many I showed.
Well, careful getting out of your chair, man. You're going to trip and fall.
Thank you guys
An avalanche
so much
of
for having me
Xena.
on.
will
What?
kill you. Be careful getting out of your chair. You're going to get up and an avalanche of Xena
Oh,
will
yeah,
take
dude.
you
The
out.
top comics are great, too.
Local man, Gary B, the comic casual guy, dies from falling over.
I mean, if I got to go somewhere, if I went with Lucy Lawless falling on me, I'd be okay with it.
Crushed by Dark Horse Presents.
Well, we're supposed to go.
No, that was an awesome blaming. Hell yeah.
That's great, man.
For sure. Man. So yeah, that concludes the episode. Let me just say what up to some more people in the chat before we get out of here. Our brother Pete showed up. He said, "Sorry, I'm late. Station everybody. Hope y'all do." Of course, Pete. No worries, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Gore said, "Conan, the best French Sumerian ever."
No, that's Gore picking on me.
I
For a
know,
series
I know.
okay.
I know he's busting your balls. Nick with the Conan. Yeah, Nick killed it. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to catch up.
Oh, damn, he's like an hour behind on the chat.
Oh, am I? Jesus. Happy Superman Day, y'all.
Happy
Absolutely.
Superman Day.
Stray Bullets. Wow, excellent series. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
That's a steal for those scary bullet trade paperbacks. I'm looking to read that series too.
Stray Bullets. I tried to find them on like eBay. They're going for like $15 to $20, and I got them for $5 a piece. So I'm happy about that.
My top favorite series for the last 25 years.
Damn. Okay.
Fizzle said, "Don't open the fart book. It's worse than Yellowstone."
Wow. Okay.
And Bobby said, "It smells like beans and desperation." Scotty Badusi.
I misspelled it, but oh well.
The other one has the other image on the other back, talking about the Predator book.
Yep.
Those are going for some money now. Absolutely, man.
Oh yeah.
I hate the redesign on those Spider-Man carded figures. Her foot,
really good.
her foot put a bitter taste in your mouth. Talking about the broken figure you had.
Oh man.
Today
we
found
been through that.
Yeah. That's the worst. Today found X-Files, Topps Comics, DC Secret Origin comics from the 80s, Solar Bin Finds, TMT Ultimate Collection Volume 3, and Epic Collection Daredevil Volume 3. LCS had a sale, got them cheap. Oh, that's the best feeling, man, when you get them cheap.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Did you guys chat about the Ian Bertrand's Kickstarter yet? No.
We need to every time, but
well, I asked you guys to send me news items, and you never do.
You should just pin it to the chat. Pin it to
the top. Yeah, so that's the show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Before we head on out of here, just want you guys to let everybody know where they could find you next. We'll start with our guest of honor, Gary. Let the people know where they can find Gary B, the casual comic guy, man.
All right, so next Tuesday, I got on the 1011, we have another new guy on the show, Shoes Clues. So my first person I'm having on that I actually met through Threads and not one of the other things. So but a great supporter, seems like a really awesome person. So I can't wait to see what he's got in the collection. And then we have on Thursday on the 1011, we have another album version. And this time we have actual Dracula on showing his parts of his album collection.
Nice.
Jack, he's awesome.
Everybody. And May 17th, I got Jim Sub coming up on the channel for you.
Oh, nice. You know what? Talk about Jim Sub. I like it. We do the movie reviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for my birthday, because my birthday is around the same time we're going to do a movie review, I had picked Conan the Barbarian, the first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
Jim Zub is going to join us to do the movie review, dude.
Nice.
You haven't done it yet?
No, it's in June.
What? How come? If you're doing Conan and you haven't invited me?
It's Robbie's show. It's Robbie's show, but I'll let him know, bro. I'll let him know. Yeah, Jim Zub is going to come join us. It's not a show with me and Gary.
No,
Gary's not busting my balls. Gary,
drop the link on a Jim Sub interview. Conan show.
Thank you, everybody. Go check Gary B, the casual comic guy, one of the best people in this community. Go check out all his upcoming things. Scotty, man, thanks always for joining us, man. Let the people know what you got coming out, what you got next, all that good stuff. Where can they find SVon82?
You said it, SVon82 on YouTube. I drop new videos every Wednesday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Me and Phable will be hanging out with Razor this Sunday over on his channel for Razor Comics on YouTube. He's doing his 1,800 subscriber giveaway, and he recently got monetized. So congratulations, Razor. We're gonna be hanging out over there. What do you remember what time exactly? Because I can't remember. Is it?
I think it's 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be over there hanging out and doing that. If you want to join us, you're more than welcome. Everybody's welcome. But yeah, come check out my channel if you haven't already and you want to. SVon82 on YouTube. I am doing a video on a classic cartoon character that dates back to the 1930s this week. So might be an interesting one you'll be into. So check it out. SVon82 on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Scotty, for hanging out tonight.
Always a good time.
My brother, Nick Comic Culture. What you got coming out? You got a big video. It always drops on Saturdays. Let them know, man.
Yeah. If you like comic book reviews, Nick at Night, weekly comic book review show, Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. Also do new release comics and haul videos from my LCS, Cadets Toys and Comics. You can check that out on Wednesdays as well. And we also shot something over at Stu's channel, Dr. Doom's Fan Club. We shot a Swamp Thing video the other day. So he's going to be editing that thing. We're going to be doing, I'm not going to spoil that one. He's going to be in post with that for a little bit, piecing that together for Surrounded by Short Boxes. That's going to be a really fun episode. And yeah, it's been amazing hanging out with you guys. I really, really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, always a pleasure hanging out with you, Nick.
Yeah,
and thank everybody, you guys for having me on tonight.
No,
absolutely, Gary.
I hope you have fun, Gary.
Always fun.
You know,
absolutely, man. Always a good time, buddy.
Everybody go check out my brother Stu, who couldn't be with us tonight, over on Ink and Insights, Dr. Doom's Fan Club, all that stuff. Nick is a part of that.
Oh yeah, we need to plug that newsletter again. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, that newsletter, guys. Ink and Insights on Patreon. Check it out. Check it out. It's totally free. We're like 90% of the way done with that, with issue number 2. It's going to be like 12 pages long this time, because we have so many cool ideas. So we're beefing.
You're like Chip Zdarsky, man. You know, that shit's getting thicker and thicker.
We're trying.
Go check out my man Stu and Nick and Ian, all those guys for all the stuff they do. And congratulations to Stu. He just hit 1K followers recently.
What?
Yeah, Stu.
Yeah, dude. Hell yes, Stu.
His recent breakdowns have been blowing up. So yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah. Everybody in the batch surpasses me. It's okay. It's okay. I'll get there one day. But yeah, it's been a great night with everybody, guys. You're all excellent. Love you guys in the chat. I just saw Dan jump in here real quick. Hey Dan, how are you? Thanks for hanging. There's only one thing left to say. Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes. Station.
That peach mambo go.